Police in El Cerrito arrested two teenagers today, a 13-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, in connection with an alleged assault on a middle school teacher. But officers say this incident highlights an even bigger problem. They say officials at the school repeatedly have failed to report crimes in a timely manner. KTVU's Heather Holmes is live now in El Cerrito with this report. Heather?
Well, Julie, it wasn't school officials who notified police about this incident here on Monday. It was actually parents and students. And investigators with the El Cerrito Police Department tell me that has actually been an ongoing problem with the West Contra Costa Unified School District, and a problem they want to see fixed.
If it's a crime that occurs in the city of El Cerrito, then they're supposed to report it to us.
But Sergeant Paul Keith of the El Cerrito Police Department says that has not been happening when it comes to crimes on campus.
Happened on May 4th, wasn't reported until May 5th.
Sergeant Keith says in the last 2 weeks there have been 7 crimes at Portola Middle School that have either been unreported or late reported by school district officials, putting students and the community at risk.
Something like a fight from the high school, it might relate into another fight at the high school, and from there it could end up in fights in the streets when people go home. It can end up in shootings in the streets. It can end up in homicides.
Police records show on April 29th there was a battery case at Portola that wasn't reported until the next day. A May 1st assault allegation wasn't reported until 12 days later. Another battery case on May 4th reported a day later. Nearly 6 hours passed before a theft on campus on May 11th was reported. And police didn't get the call about an attempted robbery on that same day until 2 hours after it occurred. And on May 14th, a robbery wasn't reported until May 16th. And then there was the violent incident involving a group of students and band teacher Tiffany Carrico on Monday. Police were notified about it by parents. So no one from the district called you about that incident?
Not initially.
We have done our best to keep the police involved and engaged in crimes that happen in schools.
West Contra Costa Unified School District Superintendent Bruce Harder denies the police department's account and says
some of those incidents didn't happen at school.
But the president of the union that represents teachers at Portola says the district is trying to cover up the truth.
They're more interested in keeping the suspension rate down so that publicly it appears that everything's under control, when in fact our teachers are having trouble with student behavior in our schools.
Now, the district has brought in a school resource officer to patrol the grounds here at Portola Middle School until the remainder of the year. El Cerrito police continue their investigation into Monday's incident and say more arrests are expected. Reporting live tonight here in El Cerrito, I'm Heather Holmes, KTVU Channel 2 News.
In Richmond, police say their new ShotSpotter technology is getting some results. The ShotSpotter uses acoustic sensors to pinpoint the location of a gun